Kelly Clarkson hilariously ribbed Blake Shelton over this Nick Jonas story. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. You gotta love that it's been 2 years since Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton squared off as rival coaches in season 23 of The Voice. But whenever any alumni get a chance to tease one another, they take it. Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson will premiere its first of 4 weekly episodes on Tuesday, August 19 at 10/9 on NBC and next day on Peacock. Case in point, there's a hilarious ribbing moment buried in NBC's new 4-episode special series Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson. The debut episode on August 19 featured the Jonas Brothers sharing anecdotes with Clarkson from their career. Because all things come back to The Voice, it's not surprising a random story about a video shoot gone wrong for Nick Jonas prompted Clarkson to playfully shade Shelton. For context, Nick Jonas, Blake Shelton, and Kelly Clarkson were all coaches together on The Voice seasons 18 and 20. The Nick Jonas-Blake Shelton story that caused Kelly Clarkson to get hilariously bleeped on Songs and Stories. Nick Jonas, Kelly Clarkson, and Blake Shelton appear on The Voice Season 20 Episode 14B Live Final. Photo: TriPattern/NBC/NBCU Photobank via Getty Images. During Songs and Stories with Kelly Clarkson, Joe Jonas told Clarkson a story about shooting the music video for the Jonas Brothers song, Leave Before You Love Me. If you watch it back, you'll notice that Nick's not moving at all because the day before that, we were filming. We were competing in our own Olympic-style games. On paper, that sounds fun. And then when you get there, we're like, they want us to do what? The project was Olympic Dreams featuring Jonas Brothers, where the guys competed in competitions against one another. Joe continued that their last shoot was for a motocross racing event. Nick had a spill, and it was pretty bad, Joe said. It was pretty brutal. And then the next day, we shot the music video. So you'll see he literally cannot move his body. He broke his ribs. Nick said this was also when he was filming The Voice, and he hobbled on set with a cane. Blake thought I was being dramatic, Nick deadpanned. Clarkson then hilariously bleeped exactly what she thought about Shelton's reaction to Nick. Looks like we'll never know what she said, but we're sure it was hysterical. Obviously a Blake Shelton fan, Joe then said to Nick, "You got to sit down the whole time, though, as a coach." Looks like Joe saw the Cowboys' POV. Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton have always shared a playful friendship and a teasing rivalry during their time together on The Voice, and their dynamic has become one of the most beloved elements of the hit singing competition. Clarkson, with her quick wit and southern charm, has never been afraid to poke fun at Shelton, and the country superstar often fires back with his own sharp one-liners. Recently, though, Clarkson took their friendly banter to another level when she hilariously ribbed Shelton over a story involving none other than Nick Jonas, their fellow coach from past seasons. The exchange quickly became a viral talking point among fans who love seeing the chemistry between these stars extend beyond the competition itself. The story itself comes from behind-the-scenes moments that show just how real the camaraderie and humor are between the celebrity coaches. According to Clarkson, the whole thing started when Nick Jonas shared a story about his interactions with Shelton, and Clarkson could not resist jumping in to poke fun at Blake. Jonas, who has served as a coach for multiple seasons of The Voice, is known for bringing youthful energy and pop credibility to the show, while Shelton has always been the country music anchor. Their differences in style and age made them a fun pairing during their coaching stints together. But the story Jonas told only added fuel to the lighthearted roasting. Clarkson seized the opportunity to make Shelton the butt of the joke, reminding him of Jonas's observations and turning it into one of her signature ribbings. With her natural sense of humor and playful delivery, she made it clear that she was not going to let Shelton live the story down. Fans who have followed the show know that Clarkson has often teased Shelton about everything from his cowboy image to his drinking habits to his marriage with Gwen Stefani. This time, however, her material came directly from Jonas, and that only made it more hilarious for audiences who were delighted to see Clarkson tag-teaming the joke with another coach's perspective. The ribbing quickly became the subject of clips and fan reactions online. Viewers loved how Clarkson took Jonas's story and amplified it in a way that made Shelton laugh even as he tried to defend himself. Their chemistry on the show has always been a highlight, and this moment reminded fans of why they loved seeing the two seated side by side on the voice panel. Clarkson has often said that one of her favorite parts of the job was getting to hang out with the other coaches, and Shelton has admitted that as much as he plays up their rivalry, he has genuine affection for her. Moments like this show how much of their banter is rooted in real friendship. Shelton himself seemed to take the ribbing in stride, even leaning into the joke once he realized Clarkson was not going to drop it. That willingness to laugh at himself has always been part of what makes Shelton such a fan favorite on the show. He has built his image around being approachable, down-to-earth, and quick with a joke, and even when Clarkson pokes fun at him, he often ends up laughing the loudest. The Nick Jonas story became yet another reminder that Shelton is not above being teased, and that he and Clarkson bring out the best in each other's humor. Nick Jonas, meanwhile, has been known to share funny anecdotes from his time on The Voice, and his youthful perspective often clashed in funny ways with Shelton's older, more traditional country persona. When Clarkson retold or exaggerated the Jonas story, she tapped into that dynamic in a way that connected with fans who remembered watching the three interact during their seasons together. For many fans, Jonas's occasional return appearances or references serve as a nostalgic reminder of those playful moments that gave The Voice an extra layer of entertainment beyond the singing competition. Clarkson's ability to rib Shelton in such a humorous way also highlights her role as a comedian as much as a singer and coach. Throughout her time on The Voice, she consistently found ways to bring levity and laughter to the show, whether by making fun of herself or her fellow coaches. Her down-to-earth personality made her relatable to contestants and audiences alike, and her playful exchanges with Shelton became legendary. The Nick Jonas-inspired roast fit perfectly into that legacy of humor, reminding fans why they miss seeing her on the panel now that she has stepped back to focus on her music career, daytime talk show, and personal life. Fans on social media quickly lit up with reactions to the story, praising Clarkson for always knowing how to keep Shelton on his toes. Some joked that Jonas unintentionally gave Clarkson the perfect setup for one of her best roasts, while others pointed out that Shelton seemed genuinely embarrassed in the most good-natured way. The moment sparked memes, GIFs, and highlight reels that celebrated the long history of Shelton-Clarkson banter on the show. For fans who grew accustomed to their dynamic, it was another chance to relive the joy of their on-screen partnership. The humor also pointed to something deeper about why The Voice's panel of coaches has always been so important to the show's success. While the competition and the contestants are central, what keeps fans coming back season after season is the chemistry between the celebrity coaches. Clarkson, Shelton, Jonas, Stefani, and others have created countless unforgettable moments simply by joking with each other, sharing stories, and letting their personalities shine. The Nick Jonas story and Clarkson's hilarious ribbing of Shelton were one more example of how the offbeat humor and playful rivalries make the show feel less like a competition and more like a family reunion full of laughter. Even though Shelton has since retired from his coaching role after many years and Clarkson has stepped away as well, fans still look back fondly on their time together as one of the golden eras of the show. Their humor, their music industry insights, and their ability to balance competition with genuine affection made them one of the most entertaining duos in the history of the series. The Jonas anecdote reminded fans of that chemistry and reignited conversations about how much they miss watching Clarkson give Shelton a hard time every week. In the end, the ribbing was all in good fun, and Shelton, as always, took it like a champ. The moment served as yet another reminder of why Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton became such beloved fixtures on The Voice. Their playful rivalry rooted in mutual respect and genuine friendship gave audiences some of the funniest and most heartwarming moments in the show's history. By hilariously ribbing Shelton over Nick Jonas's story, Clarkson reminded everyone that their bond goes beyond television scripts and into the realm of real camaraderie. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.